Sounds good. Thank you, Jonathan. Well, like we mentioned, Hurricane Beryl hit landfall early this morning in Texas on the Matagorda Peninsula. The National Hurricane Center has now downgraded Hurricane Beryl to a tropical storm as it makes its way up the Mississippi River. 44 News reporter Emmy Fazenbaker is live with what our tri-state communities could expect as a result of the storm. Emmy?
Yeah, Ben, just like you mentioned, the hurricane has now been downgraded to a possible tropical storm. But because of this, we could experience high winds, flash flooding, or even tornadoes as it's traveling in the direction right into our own backyards. Now, I spoke with many emergency management officials, and they tell me that people do need to be aware of the dangers that lie ahead. So far, 2 people have died in Texas due to the damaging winds and gusts of heavy rain from Beryl. But the now tropical storm is moving closer to our area.
As it does continue moving up, it's likely going to weaken, but that's still likely going to bring us a good amount of rainfall Tuesday.
Tomorrow morning will be the first wave of remnants from Beryl, and we will see rainfall of up to 3 inches in some areas because of it.
The thing with tropical storms or tropical systems, they have a lot of moisture and they have a lot of energy.
The aftermath is considered as turn around and don't drown, a saying the Henderson County emergency management officials often use to remind people of the dangers of flash floods.
We also know some of those areas that are very prone to flooding, so we work with the local road department that, as far as getting signage out there to, put up blocks, barricades.
Neighborhoods and side roads will be threatened the most, and organizations like the Red Cross are already preparing for the possible damages and lending a helping hand to those who need it.
I think washouts is probably the worst, because when you have that fast water that's moving across maybe a gravel road that's tied into some type of a bridge system or whatever, now you've washed out all that gravel and now you've got a big hole there.
The bands of heavy rain will be what emergency management agencies will keep an eye on, staying after hours to navigate what will come from Beryl in case the public needs to be alerted of any sudden dangers.
And that's where that flash flooding comes from, is those bands.
Now, if you do find yourself driving in these conditions in the next couple days, be sure to pull over on the side of the road until it does pass. Emergency management officials tell me that, you really need to prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Reporting live in Evansville, Emmy Fazenbaker, 44 News.